Hello, everybody. I'm Larry Ridley. You're tuned in to the NFL on EA Sports. It's hard to imagine this not being a fun game to watch. It's the Patriots going up against the Texans. With that, it's time to hook up with our commentators in the booth as we turn it over to Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
All right, we appreciate it, Larry. It's our exclusive coverage of the National Football League on EA Sports. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the New England Patriots and the Houston Texans. Hi again, everyone. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And, Charles, we look at this Texan ball club entering play here. The losers their last time out, so they'll look to make amends here.
And one of the best ways you can do that is to be at home, and they are. They're going to try and ride that home crowd and that wave of emotion to a victory in this one.
On the other side of the field for the visiting Patriots, they've got to be pleased with the start to this season. Obviously, a perfect 3-0.
3 good quality wins, too. It's got people in the locker room excited. They're thinking that this could be their year.
So now the Patriots getting set to take over on offense. At a glance here at their quarterback, standing 6'3". They'll try and start this drive in the air. And his first pass is incomplete. So the incomplete pass brings up second down.
All right, here we go. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get this one up to the 26. Only a yard on the pickup there, so it leaves them needing a conversion here on 3rd and a tough 9.
Well, if the coaching staff's doing a good job upstairs, they'll file away what they just saw from the defense right there. They sold out to stop that running play. I'd say keep that in mind. They want to try that again. Go play action, hit them over.
Under pressure, and the Texans able to get in there for the sack. You never want to give up a sack. From the O-line's perspective, they hate it for several reasons, especially because they felt like they let little brother down back there in the pocket.
Oh, no doubt. They have a ton of pride, and they go into every job wanting to keep that guy clean. They want that uniform with no grass stains, no dirt, nothing on it, but it's really, really difficult. You're talking about some terrific athletes who are trying to put him on the ground.
Big boot that time. 57 yards the official distance. And the Texans will take over with a 1st and 10. So out come the Texans for their opening drive. And they'll be led out by the guy under center, Charles, their quarterback. This one across the 45 before he's brought down. 16 yards on that one, and also a Texan first down. Well, one unit I know you want to watch is that offensive line. If they keep clearing holes like that, it could be a long night defensively.
No doubt about it, because when they are in sync, as we're seeing so far, where that continuity is there, and you can see that they're playing off of each other while controlling the defensive front linebackers, you're exactly right. It could be a very long night for the defense because someone's going to run for some big yardage.
So the run gets them the first, and now they operate with a fresh set of downs. Now a handoff looking right. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. Now after the play, it looks like there's a Texan here slow to get up. While the trainers take a look, we'll step aside. Looking to throw. Throw left side complete. That's Mills. And he just falls short down at the 1-yard line. A big-time play there for the Texans. 46 yards.
As we continue to advance in the NFL, as people continue to scout players, they really don't care as much about body types as they care about those guys who can make people miss, run through tackles, and gain all that additional run after catch. Anybody who has that ability, they want them on their team.
Play clock winding down. And he's in for the score. Touchdown, Texans. A great effort there. His third touchdown now on the year. And the Texans have taken the early lead. And there you go. Nothing really too complex. Block, keep your assignments, let them run it in. They did it.
Fundamental football. Good blocking, beats good tackling on that play. End result, touchdown.
Now for the point after. And the Texans take a 7-0 lead. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. And now out come the Patriots. And on the first drive, 3 and out. And I know that these are professional athletes, but I would imagine sometimes you get the nerves at the beginning of a game still, don't you?
Those don't ever go away. And typically what I've heard from guys and what I remember from playing, if you don't have nerves at the start of a game, it's not going to be a great day for you. You're not really...
Rush coming, and he's taken down.
Well, so much for setting the tone of the drive offensively. Giving up a big sack that loses that kind of yardage, not a great start.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Wide open receiver complete. And they do finally get him down, but not before he reaches the 41. It's a big play there for the Patriots. 43 yards.
There will always be a place for methodically marching the ball downfield. But when you can pick it up in big chunks and strike like that, have explosive plays, that's often the difference in winning and losing. Those types of plays that can knock a defense off balance, that'll drive a team towards a victory.
Firing quickly here, and that's complete. The 20. And he just falls short down at the 1-yard line. A big play there for New England. And even 40 yards.
Trying to defend a drag route is really tough because you don't want to jump a route that's shorter or underneath as the drag route is too quickly, because oftentimes...
And he's over the line and into the end zone for a Patriot score. A great play there. His 11th touchdown of the year. And the Patriots are within an extra point of tying this one up.
I know we don't talk about it enough, but the intelligence level of the guys up front blocking, the offensive linemen, maybe the smartest guys in football overall. Add in a little bit of athleticism and a whole lot of toughness, you've got a lot to deal with, don't you?
That's why the guys in the backfield get them really nice Christmas gifts, right?
If they're smart, they do.
Fielded about a yard deep. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20. And now out comes Houston. And they were able to punch it in the end zone last time. They'll be looking to do that again here for the defense. Obviously, they'll be looking to stop them from punching it back in the end zone.
It always is punch-counter-punch, isn't it? And which team has the advantage? Well, let's just go back. Last time on offense, they rolled downfield, got into a good rhythm. You can see a little more bounce in and out of the huddle. You can see the sideline really get into the game. So defensively, you're thinking to yourself, how do we take that away from them? How do we get the advantage back? Let's see what they come up with. I think pressure is always the first way to go.
You love pressure.
I love it.
We'll see if they dial it up this drive. Now they'll run it on the toss. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. 8 yards on the pickup there, and it moves the sticks.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
And a new set of downs here after picking up the first on the ground.
All right, now look at 56. Hurry up, here we go. Over.
They'll look to throw here. Going down the middle, and it's complete. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. That's a good chunk of yardage. It's going to be canceled out.
And we always talk about hidden yardage in a game. That's going to count as that because now it doesn't go on the books.
With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, and it's Texans football as we get going at quarter number 2. And they've got it here with a first down. Now they try the right side here. And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup. 2 yards on the pickup. It'll be second down.
Well, obviously they would have at least liked to have gotten back to the original line of scrimmage. Instead now, they're dealing with second and long.
I thought they would have passed it after the penalty. Probably wish they would have now. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Got a man over the middle, and it's complete. And he takes this one all the way across midfield into enemy territory down to the 40-yard line. Now they'll run it on the toss. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up second down.
One thing rookies need to learn at this level and quick, make a cut, be decisive, and go. Because in college, you could dance around and wait for a hole to open because you're probably a better athlete than most of the guys on the field, but not on the NFL level.
Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Mills. And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. A big play there. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Texans have taken the lead.
I think if you polled defensive backs, they would say the corner route, take that out, make it illegal, because that is so hard to recognize and so hard to adjust because your first move is to not get beat in the middle of the field. And that's how they move you first before they break off to the corner.
But then as the wide receiver, great job. It's tough to turn those upfield and go, but he did a great job with it there.
Really good balance, really good body control. And how about the end result? A touchdown.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25. The Patriot offense now set to come back out onto the field. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
Man, confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down.
Partner, you mind if I take off this headset and put on a coaching headset?
You want to get this running game going?
I want to get this running game going. I'm going down there and saying, gentlemen, we have got to run the football. We've got to get it going right now.
Yeah, to this point in the second quarter, it has been a struggle. He'll look to throw. Blitz coming, and down he goes.
I'm starting to feel for that quarterback back there. I mean, you know me. Normally, don't have a lot of empathy for the QB, right? In this case, definitely. He's been under constant duress this entire game. I don't know how he's surviving back there.
And to think, there's still a long way to go in this football game. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after first and second down went backwards. It's third and very long.
Here we go. 3-19.
He'll drop to throw. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. And he's able to get up here to the 26. They get 13, but it's not nearly enough. And it'll be fourth down.
That's certainly playing down in distance very well by the defense, isn't it? Take whatever you want underneath, by all means.
The Patriots send out their punter. On for his second punt. He'd take a repeat of his first. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. And this will be taken at the 13. And when it's said and done, it's a 58-yard punt. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. Now we get a peek at the captain of this offense heading back out there. He's had one of those games that any quarterback loves, not only being able to complete some passes, but some deep passes.
And it's pretty to watch. I mean, it's an absolute joy to see, but let's face it.
Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively.
Detroit! No. Check. Patriot! Here we go. Patriot! Green, 39!
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll take this one up to about the 23. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. So the offense readies for a 2nd and 4. 2 minutes to go here in the first half. We're back to Houston after this timeout. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes' time, we'll hand you off to Orlando, where Larry Ridley will have highlights and analysis of this first half of action. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. They'll lose a yard, and it brings up third.
Well, forget about finding a lane there. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. Probably fortunate he was able to hold on to the football.
Gun now on third down. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 44. And he's able to take this one back to the 36-yard line.
The good old cover 3 defense, partner. When you start playing football as a safety, that's the first thing you're taught. Middle of the field, be as deep as the deepest receiver in any zone, and break on the football when it's thrown and pick it off, just as we saw there.
And a great spot to start this drive from here. They'll come out throwing here on first down. And he finds a man with a crossing route. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 18 big yards on that one, and a New England first down. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's what...
And he's in. Touchdown, Patriots. And on that one, able to catch it, also able to have the wherewithal to take it in for the score.
And how about the phases of a successful catch and a completion of a play? Look the ball in, secure the catch, and then, of course, the run after the catch that ends up in the end zone.
Gonzalez to add the PAT. And he's got it up and through. Gonzalez now to kick this one away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. Here again comes the captain of this offense, leading his crew back out there now. He's had a solid start to this game, but bottom line is they're losing, so he doesn't care about his stats. He just wants to right the ship on the scoreboard.
He wants to actually increase his stats because he feels like if he does, that means things will get better for his team, maybe get them back into the ball game or into the lead. In these situations, I remember playing with a quarterback once where he actually ran out onto the field first ahead of everyone else just to say, guys, let's go. Try and create that energy, create that spark.
Well, so far he has 1 touchdown, 1 interception. He'll be looking for that 2nd touchdown now. Now back to throw. He's going to air one out. Oh, he'll want that one back. Incomplete. He doesn't drop too many in that department. 3rd down.
Well, partner, I guess that answers the question about whether they're going to sit on it or not.
It does. Now we'll see if they try that again.
Yeah, I think what we find on plays like that, when you take that shot, if you're unsuccessful, then you go way more conservative to finish the half, you know? I think that's the way they'll go.
Hurry up, here we go. 319. Leopard. Back 99 Philly, here we go.
They'll drop the throw. Over the middle, complete. That's Mills. And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here, as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half.
Gone. All right, now, lucky 56.
They'll look to throw now on first down. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
One of the toughest things about playing defensive back is pattern reading, trying to figure out what they're doing. And on that one, they had the fly, just sending a guy downfield with the in route accompanying it, what people call a dagger route, trying to hit the guy underneath after the clear out. In this case, though, they're not able to get it done.
Yeah, they said forget the underneath. A 50-50 ball here, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 42. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. That late in the clock, second quarter, why not just run it a time or two and get it into the locker room?
What you're saying makes absolutely perfect sense. Run it and get out of there. But I'm just wondering if the pressure of today's NFL and the high-powered offenses that you're facing may have forced them into saying, let's try and get some more points.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Throws a quick hitter on the slant. That's complete. And all the way in. Touchdown, New England. A big play there in the final seconds of the first half. And the Patriots are able to strike quickly for 6.
And that's a lead that excites a team as they head into the half. Good way to finish things off.
Yeah, able to extend that lead, and you always say it, that can totally change the complexion of half number 2.
Yeah, it changes your morale, changes your outlook. But even before that, let's see if they decide to kind of squib kick or what they're going to do on the kickoff.
Now a hit and a loose football. And his guys will take over at the 30-yard line. And Careless with a football there on the kick return.
And one thing I love about going to practices is trying to get around coaches and hear their catchphrases and what they really emphasize. We haven't been to a single one yet this year where a guy fielding a kick, you don't hear, tuck it away, tuck it away, tuck it away. And this time, they turned it over.
Ball security eluded him. And this one is right down the middle. So we are at halftime here on a Monday night. All right, folks, eager to get back to this Week 4 matchup. We won't put up a fight. So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. Fielded about a yard deep. And, oh, he is really laid out that time. Knocked flat on his back, right around the 26. Now here's the signal caller getting ready to lead this offense again. And he comes out on the heels of an interception he threw last time they had the ball.
Yeah, and you know, the quarterbacks that I know that are the best ones, the ones that really know how to lead their team, they tell them, that's on me. That's my bad. But let's go back out there and move ahead again, guys. We can get this done.
One good thing for him, it did only lead to 3 points and not a touchdown after that turnover.
Big thanks to the defense.
It'll wind up being a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd and 12. Now they'll run it on the toss. And he got blown up on that play. Back at the 20. Call that a loss of 5 yards on the play. And they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here.
But these guys are going to chop into that deficit. They're going to have to do a much better job in the run game. Caught behind the line of scrimmage, no yardage to be found.
No, check, Patriot! Patriot! No, check, Patriot! Patriot!
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. I know he wants to get his team back in the game, but a 50-50 ball right there that maybe was a little questionable.
Yeah, he's pretty lucky to get that one back. I think that sometimes these quarterbacks play with a lot of confidence that borders on arrogance, and that can put your team in some Dutch.
Yeah, especially maybe want to look at some safer routes after the interception he had that ended their last drive. So here are the Patriots now. They get ready for their first possession of half number 2. They have the lead here. Well, we talk a lot about pregame speeches. What are halftime speeches like?
For the most part, not nearly as emotional. They're a lot more clinical. Every now and then, though, they'll get after you if they think they need to light a fire. But in this case, let's go into the virtual locker room, because here's what I think happened. They got in there and they said, listen, let's take control right away. Defense, we got the lead. Defense, don't give up any points. Turn the ball back over to the offense and let them go down and score and give us more of a cushion in the game. Check so far. Defense shut them down. Let's see if the offense gets done.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And he will find his man on the outside. That goes as a gain of 11 and a Patriot first down.
Partner, it's a lot of fun watching the NFL now, isn't it? Because when the big fella runs routes, it used to be when we were kids, he'd run about 3 different routes, and that was it. Now he can run anything and catch the ball, as we just saw there.
And now here's a carry heading left. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
It's real easy to say this running game needs to be better, but the reality is they've been given little time to actually find a place to run the football. It's almost like the defense is there on the handoff.
Hostile offense.
That's going to set him back 5 yards. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And he lost the football. So it goes as a fumble, but the key thing, not a fumble loss.
Yeah, that stat's big, isn't it? I mean, I remember watching teams play The ball might be on the ground a number of times during the game, but the other team doesn't get it. That's a huge difference in the ball game.
And a big loss here as he's taken down.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
And this kick is not going to be close. It's well short, well right to boot. And this score will stay right where it is.
Well, this winds up an empty possession. Everything looked okay. He just never got the ball on target. And knowing him, he'll be disappointed with that effort.
Now a handoff as they run left side. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. Calling a loss of 2 on the play. And that'll make it 2nd and 12.
Well, you had to punt on your first drive, and on the first play of the second drive, you end up going backwards. I would dare say they need something good to happen right here, right now.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Flush to his right. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. A very solid gain of 27. And at this stage, down in the second half, looks like they just wanted to find a way to get it in the hands of their playmaker, and they did.
I think you're exactly right. I don't think the coordinator's looking at his play sheet and trying to figure out which play will work well. He's trying to figure out how to get the ball to the playmaker that you just described. Looking down at that sheet, you find people plays, not necessarily X's and O's, and that's exactly what they did there.
And down inside the 15 he goes. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a first down.
Well, so much for him being bottled up throughout the day. Finally finds a way to break through and get a really nice gain. The defense had felt great about what they had going. Now they've got to turn their attention to getting it back in that direction. Can they bottle him up again? Because I'd say after that run, confidence is pretty high for him.
Now a handoff looking right. No dice this go-around. He's hit behind the line and taken down. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be 2nd down. It's Texans football, but they trail here as we get started in the 4th quarter. Offense needs something here on 2nd down. It is 2nd and long.
All right, here we go. Here we go.
They'll set up a throw. That's going to be caught at the 10-yard line. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down.
When you execute a drag or a crossing route really well and give them a chance to let it develop a little bit, you can gain some significant yardage hitting your tight end on that
one. In motion goes the tight end. On 3rd down, it's Bennett. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. 3 yards won't be enough here as that'll bring up 4th down.
But forget knowing where the first down line was. This defense created their own line of scrimmage. They won every battle up front, and a lot of times that is one-on-one. If you win your one-on-ones enough times, your defense is going to be pretty good. They had more people to the football and snuffed out the play.
Going to give this time to the tailback, and he won't get there. They stop him a few yards short of the line to gain. So they really needed points here in a 2-score game. Could not come away with anything there on 4th. Now the Patriots offense, they worked their way back out onto the field. Last time out, they had that long 50-plus yard field goal that they missed.
And I'm sure on their sideline, they're thinking to themselves, okay, do we still want to try one if we're in that position again? And I would dare say that the answer would be yes. They're going to have a lot of confidence in their kicker. But just to be on the safe side, I'm sure they told their offensive guys, can we get a little bit closer this time?
Closer.
Yeah, well, you know, I'd rather get in the end zone first and foremost. But if all else fails, less of a field goal attempt for him.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And not much here as he'll get it to the 11, maybe the 12-yard line. It'll only be a gain of a yard, and it sets up a 3rd down and 4 now. The 4th quarter here, they've got the lead. They want to keep it on the ground. That's what they're doing.
Smart football. Keep the clock grinding, keep it going. But you got to figure now, they're going to see more people stacked up at the line of scrimmage as they try and bleed it out.
And he will have the first down as he's up to his 17-yard line. They get 5 out of that one, and it moves the chains. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll take this up only to about his 18-yard line. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
I like that run right there, partner. Not the flashiest run, not the one that's going to break for big yardage, but he understands the situation, and taking care of the football, paramount, and he got it done.
Nursing that slim lead, you're exactly right. Hold on to that ball. Throwing left side here, and it's complete. And he'll be out of bounds near the 30. That'll be a New England first down, a gain of 12.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect him to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
And on the ground they go with a running back. And tough going there as he'll only get it up to about the 31. It's a gain of a yard, and it takes us to the 2-minute warning. Time for a break. We'll come back to wrap this one up after this. So the Patriots with a football as we get you reset. And you'd have to figure they're just looking to burn these final 2 minutes away and get out of here with a victory. Now a handoff here to his running back. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go. New England on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 11. And a give this time to the tailback. And he's going to be stopped up right at the line of scrimmage. And now with 1:52 to go, we get another pause in the action. A timeout here defensively. The Patriots send out their punter as he's on here to punt it away. This is taken at the 15. Give him 11 yards that time on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over. And now out comes Houston. They had a great drive going last time. They were moving the ball, and then all of a sudden it just stalled out. So we'll see what they can do here, Charles.
And it's always easy to second guess when you don't get it on a 4th down try. But they had to like the feeling that they had going on offense. They want to continue to see if they can capture that again on this drive and maybe get in the same position.
Yeah, and that's, I mean, like I said, they were moving the football. It's not like they went 4 and out, so I don't think it's a deal where the offense doesn't have confidence.
No, I agree with you totally on that one. If anything, they may have gained more confidence. Okay, they stopped us once. That's all right. Let's keep moving it. Make them do it again. This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield.
Set! Blue, all right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. He's picked off near his own 48, and the return will be stopped at the 34-yard line.
Obviously disappointing, but you had to go for broke here, down 2 scores. So that forced you to make some throws you definitely wouldn't want to make. And I think this interception is going to pretty much write an end to this one.
And the Patriots gearing up to go now. They were forced to punt last time, and I doubt sincerely that they'll have to punt here because they're gifted with terrific field position.
I don't even want to think about the idea that they would end up punting starting with this type of field position. Neither do they. Great starting spot, great opportunity to run your full playbook. If they want to take a shot here, they can go ahead and do it.
And a long way to go for the offense here on 2nd down. Shift together here from the D-line. Now it looks like he'll throw here. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Let's go.
And he'll give it here to his running back. No gain there on the play, and that's going to leave him with a 4th down.
I have to admit to a little surprise here. A net down in distance, I would have thought they were going to throw the football. Instead, they decided to run it. But give credit to the defense. They weren't fooled at all and held them to no gain.
On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. And this one's out of bounds. Should be inside the 10, I think it is. At the 6-yard line. Well, Charles, it's great to win at home in the NFL. When you win on the road, it's a little extra special, isn't it?
It is because, let's face it, in most cases, you're not expected to go on the road and win in the National Football League. It just doesn't usually...